Nigel, having had some time to reflect on last weekend's result at Gillingham, what's your assessment of our performance?
Yeah, as you rightly say, opportunity to reflect in the cold light of day. Really disappointed that we lost the game 3-0. But there's many good things that we've achieved during the course of the game. You know, we've got a team that competes, we've got a team that works hard for each other. The physical data say when we look at it back, we worked so much harder than what we did at Carlisle, for example, the week before, where we won the game. And we look at so many of the KPIs and the technical data that we have. Again, statistically, very, very good. Things that we go and look to work on. The most important stat, as we all know, is the scoreline. We lost on that point of view, but maybe the context is we did many good things and we've got to keep building on that.
We enjoyed a huge amount of possession, but were caught by 2 counter-attacks. What was your analysis of those goals, having had the chance to watch them back?
Yeah, listen, they started the game brightly. We weathered that storm for the first 10 minutes, then we controlled the game, then really we got a foothold in the game. As I said, this comes on the opportunity to reflect in the cold light of day and watch the game back. As I say, I watch it on a wide angle screen, you see all the different things. Again, with the physical data and the tactical data that we've got, there's many good things we've done. So say, weathered the storm to start off with, got a good foothold in the game, had a couple of good chances as well. Again, sometimes that's the difference. Goals change the complexion. And they've gone and scored a goal in the early stage of the second half where we've got the ball in a good area. You know, we've worked the ball really well into the right-hand corner of the pitch. And again, from that point of view, a player breaks a couple of tackles and it gets through, and it's quite unfortunate because he actually hits the ball on his foot, he's mishit it and it's gone in the corner of the net. So unfortunately, we've gone 1-0 down, having done okay. Changed it, it's good, we've got a strong group, we've got a strong squad, able to impact things from the bench, and it's fair to say that even at 1-0 down, we still thought we were going to go on and win the game. And that was what our endeavour was to do. We had to go and force the issue. As you say, statistically, we put the balls off best technical. If you didn't take the scoreline out of the way, if you look at all the data, it's the best certainly since I've been at the football club. So we were doing many, many good things, but unfortunately, in our desire to go and win the game, the second goal for them on the counter-attack is disappointing because we've actually got the ball in a good area, and a player who's gone and scored has run off one of our players who should have stayed with him. And that's obviously given the situation. Again, we're trying to go and win the game. And, you know, in a commitment to win it, we had some good chances as well. When you break it all down, you watch it, it just hasn't quite happened. Then obviously they get one in the injury time to score the third one. But that's just the way it was. As I said, we had a good debrief on the Monday. Went through the 3 goals that we just talked about. And obviously the KPIs that we keep talking on. The lessons learned. Honest conversation in the classroom. How can we nullify a situation like that happen again? Will we set up right? In large parts, we were set up very, very good. Sometimes it's just about maybe a little bit of an individual situation that we could have done a little bit better in. So, but collectively, I'm really pleased with the whole group.
I was going to ask as well, how have the team responded in training this week to the defeat?
It's important, as I say, I keep talking about the debrief. And from my point of view, the aim is to win the next game. But to be able to do that, you want to make sure that you can park the previous game that you've had. But it's a learning environment, so it's about learning the lessons. And as I say, from my point of view, on a Monday morning we come down, I've watched the game back, we've put several clips together, talking points that we need to go on. We have honest conversation in the classroom to talk about. And then we always talk about positives and negatives. And then, for example, Gillingham, anything else for the good of the course that we've got to talk about. Could have been the travel, food, preparation, training, tactics in the game, anything for the good of the cause. And then there's a blue line put underneath it, we turn the page, and all our focus is then on the next game, and in this point it's Colchester. Where did I get that from? Obviously at Scunthorpe we were expected to get beat when we were in the championship, and I wanted to keep morale high, but we didn't. We stayed up in the championship, which is an unbelievable achievement when you break that down. But from my point of view, we did the debrief, and I took a lesson from Tiger Woods. It was the analogy from golf, obviously lots of shots that they've got to go and play. So he's on the tee as an example, and he'll take a shot and he'll look at the shot he's gone and played. Has he faded it? Has he drawn it? Has he put the ball where he wanted to go and put it, or has it deviated? Why is that sort of thing? So he sees it. But then he'll take 3 or 4 steps. There's an imaginary blue line. Once he's crossed that blue line, that shot is then gone, parked, and all his focus and energy is on the next shot. And obviously Tiger Woods, for those who don't know, became a very, very successful golfer. And again, that was one of the strategies that he had to help him just park a shot that he's just had and refocus all his energy on the next shot. We've got the same sort of thing where we have a game, learn the lessons from it, blue line, get ourselves ready for the next game in our preparation. So again, keep talking to the players. What's the environment like when you're winning? You come in early, you leave late, standards are really high, you talk to each other. What's the environment like when you're losing? Come in late, you leave early, standards are poor, you don't talk to each other, you become insular. It's not me, you blame somebody else. We've got an honest environment here. People are very happy to, not happy, but they understand the importance of taking responsibility and putting the hand up. That's all of us, you know, when we break it all down. So from my point of view, we really have a strategy in place that we can focus on the next game, do everything we can to go and win it, learn the lessons from it, park it, move on to the next game, because the games come thick and fast.
You do, and we've seen Josh Hawkes and Sam Finley back on the grass this week. How are they and others getting on in their recoveries from injury?
Yeah, you've got the 4 lads that are out injured. They won't be available for the weekend and a few weeks to come yet, where you've got Josh Hawkes and Sam Finley, first tentative steps out on the grass, passing the ball with Liam. And Declan Drysdale actually did a little bit of running out there this morning, so it's a big step up for him, which is great, just to get them that bit of movement going. And unfortunately, Brad Walker's the one who's we thought he might have been back now, but he's still got a troublesome calf injury, so we'll see how that goes. But the 4 won't be available for the weekend, and but hopefully we can start to integrate Sam and Josh maybe in a couple of weeks' time with the group.
Regan Hendry and Kieran Morris were back in the team, and Luke Norris came off the bench last weekend. Are they up to a level of match fitness to be involved again this weekend?
I'm really pleased that we got the guys involved, which is important. As you say, they've been out injured, so getting them back in the fold is very, very important.
How much of an opportunity does the trip to Colchester this weekend present us to bounce back?
Well, it's the next game, as I keep talking about it. It's an opportunity, it's a long season, many games to be played. It's the next game, all our focus is on that. We've got a strong squad of players, and again, when we allude to the actual changes we could go and make at the weekend, where we talk about Luke Norris coming off the bench, 𝗬𝗢𝗡𝗏 coming off the bench, Regan Henry having started the game, Kieran Morris having started the game, being injured. We've got a strong group of players, whether it's on the starting bench or whether it's the impact to come off the bench. And it's going to be needed because we've got a hell of a lot of games to come up. But it's the focus of the next game, and we've got a strong group who are they've trained well this week, especially on Tuesday, full moon Tuesday night, harvest moon, lunar eclipse. Everyone gets a bit funny. How much water is in the body?
70% of the body?
70% of the body is made up of water, correct? You're intelligent, young man, you. And obviously the flow of the tide moves this, and anybody who's got children will understand. I used to coach my son's teams years ago. I always found that when it was a full moon, they acted really crazily. When we're training, this, that and the other. So it's fair to say that Tuesday's training session was very lively. It was a very hard training session for the players, physically hard, very demanding. And we do like a waves game, where you've got to be in there, and again, it's individually it's hard, and collectively it's tough as well when you've got to be put in situations, good learning situations, but again, physical situation from it. I always talk about it. It's the strength of the wolf is the pack. So how can you go and hunt in packs to get the ball, if you like? But then instead of just being isolated on your own and not being out with that werewolf, it's a full moon, like a werewolf. Everyone being werewolves. There we go. But no, it's been a good week. Enjoyed it. The sun's been out. That helps. That helps everybody's mood. We've got to keep lifting the mood, because you can't be down all the time. You've got to learn the lessons, you've got to be accountable, you've got to stand that, and then you've got to move on and try and make sure that what's it like when you're winning all the time. You've got to keep that mood right as well.
With another trip down south this weekend, how much would you encourage the Super White Army to travel down and get behind the team once again?
I don't think they need encouragement. The Super White Army are fantastic. They supported the players again. Everybody who travelled down to Gillingham, thank you. It's a hot day, it's expensive, I know, but all being well, you can see a team that competes. Yes, we do. We see a team that's trying to win games of football. Yes, we do. A team that's defensively strong in the nature. A team, together, everyone achieves more. And we're with you. We're with the Super White Army. And so if you're going to spend your money to come down, just know that we desperately want to do well for us as a football club, for you as the fans, us as a team, So from my point of view, we're going to go down to Colchester, another journey, but then we'll be back at Pretton Park on Friday night under the lights. Get yourselves down to Pretton Park. Can't beat it. Pretton Park, Friday night, they're the days. So that should be good. But, what it does is it means that we're going to travel this weekend and then get ready for a home game next weekend.
Just finally then, Colchester have had a tough start to the campaign with 1 win from 6 games. What kind of test are you anticipating from Danny Cowley's side?
Tough game. All the games in this division are going to be tough. I said, come the end of the season, no, I can't see any team running away with the league. Maybe like last year, there was a couple of teams that went away with the league. I think it's going to be very close. I think when you look at it, all the teams have the capability of winning. So although when we look at Colchester there, they've drawn several of the games. They could have won. Likewise, they could have lost. So that means they're in the games. We're away from home, always makes it a little bit more challenging. That's statistically. But we go there in confidence. We know that we're doing a lot of good things. The players are good players. The players are a good team. And we just got to go there and see if we can oppose ourselves on a very good side.
Thank you very much.